Hey, how's it going? It's Walsh here, sick as always. Welcome to episode 15 of the Lost Ascendance League on Ruthless. Still playing the Earthshatter character. Anytime I get like a Guardian or a big boss fight, I do switch over to the Stormrain character, but most of the time I'm just chilling on this build. It is very tanky, it feels really nice compared to my other character, but I'm still pretty squishy. I only have like 4k armor, but having Fortify and Endurance charges does feel really nice, and my damage is pretty good. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you near the end. After wasting a lot of XP, I did kill the Maven invitation that allowed me to upgrade my map device, which is a pretty big deal. It makes my scarabs way better now, but in addition to that, if I want to start wasting like Edziri fragments, I can more efficiently. Not a huge upgrade, but it is still an upgrade, very happy about that. I got a unique map, and I was so excited I just stood there looking at it, and then I died, which, makes sense. We got the All Mix map done, didn't really get any loot from it, of course, but that is a free Atlas skill point, which is a pretty big deal. I need about 4 or 5 points to enact what I really want to do. I do have my third tree going, but I'm not using the third tree. My main plan for that is just to use it for like a white map tier farming, like just really low tier trash stuff that can just build me up some currency and some stuff that I need. I finally forlayed the gloves that I've been holding on to forever, so I am finally, after all this time using a real amulet. I have 4,400 life now, which isn't a huge jump, but it feels amazing. For some reason, I dropped a second Stormfire, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I guess that means I get the double corrupt one, but I highly doubt I'm going to use it. Got a Maze of the Minotaur, which is pretty sick. I'm looking forward to doing that. I am a little scared. I'm not really confident the Stormrain character can, like, survive and do it, but we'll see. Every time I see a Scouting Orb, I'm very happy. I actually have a stockpile of like 10 Elks that I need to use. I did kill the Minotaur. I died, I think, 3 times. My single target damage on this build is disgusting. I was melting the Minotaur. The only downside is anything that hits me kills me instantly. So, positives and negatives. It is what it is. And then we got Alva Temple here. Nothing too great. Got a unique swap, which is always pretty fun. Level 2 gem room. And we got trash. Cool. I am looking for a specific two-handed axe, but we're not gonna talk about it unless I get it. The gem room was pretty sad, pretty depressing. The main things I'm looking for, of course, are the overexertion support, mana forged arrow, pride, and I'm also looking for mark on hit. You gotta think, right? This whole time I've had double curse enabled on this character, but like, for one, I have to go mule a warlord's mark, and two, I am not casting that. I am not going to sit here and cast Warlord's Mark at every single rare, on top of doing all my war cries and all that stuff. It's just not worth it to me. But once I do finally get a mark on hit, assuming I ever do, and I can automatically do Warlord's Mark, it's going to feel incredible. Just that extra leech. And I'm pretty sure I'll have enough mana leech where I can respec like 3 or 4 skill points and not have to worry about mana anymore. Granted, right now my mana is perfect. I have no issues, but that's because I am invested on my tree and I'm using clarity, which I absolutely don't want to be using clarity forever, but sometimes you just have to. I got a swift assembly support, which is okay, I guess. I'm trying very hard not to play any traps this entire event, because to be honest with you, I pretty much always play traps and I'd like to steer away from it and try other things. Hit level 84, very happy about that. We are 1 level away from unlocking 3 more skill gems. I'm going to try Veritania. I'm going to try so hard to not reroll another character, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I get something sick, you might see a reroll. The goal remains the same, though. My plan is to get the Earthshatter character to 90. If I get to 90, I can finally play either Occultist or Pathfinder, and that will be awesome. I destroyed Veritania. I only died in her map twice to like some crazy rare packs, but the boss did nothing to me, and I obliterated her. It's kind of funny because at the start of the fight, I was on a 3 link because I forgot I was testing stuff earlier. So I was like, "Wow, my damage feels pretty good." And then I saw I was only on a 3 link, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I put the 4th link on, and I deleted the boss. I cannot imagine what that Stormrain build could do if you had proper auras, a real bow, and a real quiver. I will say this though. The Thunder Fists are insane. So I think with the Thunder Fist, like just that alone, is like I'm kind of seeing what my DPS would be like if I had like a mid-tier bow, a nice quiver, and a 5 link. So it's a kind of like a nice window to look at what the build could be, but it could definitely be way stronger. Most of the time, though, the last couple of days, I've been playing the Earthshatter character. I got a nice little ghost temple here, nothing too crazy. It feels so good just going back into Alva temples. I love Incursion so much. It is by far my favorite league mechanic in PoE, period. Even more so in Ruthless, but even before Ruthless, I loved Incursion. Anyway, the Ghost Room was pretty mediocre, but you can't really complain at free maps. I love maps. I love getting free maps all the time. And the smugglers, like, yeah, you're guaranteed a smuggler if you have a tier 3 room, which granted, 90% of the time it's going to be bad. But even at its worst, you have to remember, even if the smugglers just drop trash, it's always alch shards, and you always want alchs. I'm at the point now where I don't have to use any alchemies at all on maps unless I want to. So now I can just use them for crafting. So the way you have to look at it is every single alch is a chance to get a piece of gear that you desperately need. For this character, I'm kind of in a weird spot. The main piece of gear I want to upgrade is my body armor, but the problem with that is I have a 5-link body armor right now, and if you ever played Ruthless, you know how hard it is just getting a 6-socket item, let alone a 5-link. But at the same time, I do need to start going for something at some point. If I want to hit 90 on this character, I'm definitely going to have to get a little tankier, or I'm going to have to do lower tier maps, which is going to take so much longer. Also, just a quick note. Oh, trauma. Just a quick note. They did announce that the Fresia whatever league is going to be 2 months at least. So I am definitely planning on extending this league another month. So it looks very much like this is going to be a 3-month event. So if you've been on the fence on whether or not you want to try out the Lost Descendants League, I'm going to tell you right now, this is at least going to be a 2-month event, very likely to be a 3-month event. So it's going to be a full league, so if you want to play, I highly recommend it. We are kind of full on slots right now, so if anyone is playing wants to help us with the crowdfunding, oh my god, that's a helmet. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to point that out. I've been doing a lot more Blight. I spec'd into it finally now that my Atlas is done. My god, I love Blight. It's so funny. Every league, like, it takes me so long before I can actually start doing Blight again because I have to do, like, my Atlas stuff and whatever. But every time I take Blight, I'm always like, my god, you get so much XP from this. And the loot, like, it's never feels like you do one Blight and you get, like, 10,000 items. I mean, maybe if you have Scarabs or whatever. But, I gotta tell you, it's just very consistent. Like every time I do a Blight, I'm always picking something up, which on Ruthless is a pretty big deal. I did manage to finally get a Verdant Oil, and now I can do Quick Step. Quick Step is amazing for my character. I only have 20% MS boots, and now that I don't have the amulet, I did lose 20 MS, so just getting that back feels amazing. Making some Prism Rings, nothing too crazy yet. On the bright side, though, I have insane leveling gear. There is a chance, depending on what happens when I hit level 85, there's a chance I make a character just to farm white tier maps. Especially, like, I'll say this, I'm only gonna do that if one of the 3 gems is like a skill. I'm like, oh my god, I have to play this. I want to see what the skill is like. If I get a skill like that, then I definitely will do that. That way I can play the character in white maps, see what it feels like, see what I like. I also want to point out when I do start picking my gems, why do I keep getting pinpoint? I'm going to be looking for something that is good on either Occultist or Pathfinder. My goal for this entire league is to make a Pathfinder. I don't think I have ever made one in Ruthless, and I definitely didn't play it before because it's not an ascendancy I like. I hate flash stuff, so we're going to give it a shot. This Blight right here gave me 10% XP, which is like a map and a half worth of XP, which is incredible for like a tier 11, tier 12, of course. But yeah, Blights, highly recommend it as long as your character can do them. And even if you can't do them, you can actually spec on the tree to make the towers basically solo them, which is fantastic. I got 6 resonators from one room, which is disgusting. Been doing some delve. Delve on this character is really nice. I just can't go much deeper than like 77, 78, just because I get front end loaded by all the damage. Because you have to remember, I have to run up, attack, wait for my spike to fly out, and then blow it up. So sometimes before you can even attack, you die. So I stay at lower tiers. Doing a lot of just random crafting on rings. I keep getting rings that are so close to being amazing. I'm not going to complain about that one though, because having good chaos rings is always nice, even if they don't have other res. We hit level 85. I was at like 80% forever, but I kept dying like an idiot. So proud of this character. So happy we hit 85. Anyway, it's time to roll the gems. I wanted to take Volcanic Fissure so bad, but it's like such a powerful meta skill. And like, that's what I would take normally if I had the choice of these 3 gems. So I took Shield Crush of the Chieftain. It looks like a terrible skill. Looks pretty funny. For my blue gem, I'm definitely not doing minions, so hell no to that. Lightning Tendrils I've done 20 times. Firestorm of Pelting is pretty much the Firestorm I never take. It's what I usually call the Chaos Firestorm because I usually use it with like poison on Assassin or whatever. But I don't know. We're gonna take Firestorm Pelting, see if I can, I don't know, maybe make a build with it. I promise nothing, but at least it'll be in the back of my mind. And for the green gem, hell no, we're not doing Detonate Dead. Explosive Trap, no. I love Explosive Trap, but I can't. Scourge Arrow of Menace. I don't even know what that does. Oh, it's not a channel skill. Uh, sure. Okay. I guess we're doing Scourge Arrow. You know, on the bright side of that, that's kind of like the perfect skill to use with Pathfinder. Oh my god, a Sentinel. I forgot these even exist. I'm not saying perfect as in like it'll be good or strong or anything like that, but it's at least a skill that could potentially have synergy. I don't know if I want to do poison or if I just want to do like on hit, like elemental damage. I think that would be way more fun. Hey, my first Elder Guardian. But no idea, that's a long way off, but I'm happy about the gems I got. The only sad thing about the other gems is they don't really work with occultist at all. I do have some gems that like would definitely work with occultist, but we'll see. My ultimate goal, like I said, is actually just to make a Pathfinder. We killed the Elder Guardian. I died twice until I switched my rings to 2 Chaos rings, and then I didn't die at all. It's kind of funny how the poison boss is not so scary when you're not negative 50 Chaos res. Got some more scouting reports, which are far less exciting now. They don't really unlock anything for you more, unless, you know, you get like lucky and it rerolls into a random unique. But now I get to look forward to them and be like, all right, hopefully Kirek has like, you know, not just a unique map, but like a map with a unique chest or something like that. Because those are by far my favorite, and sometimes getting a free unique item can pay off. Had a decent temple here, nothing so far. I mean, Ignite Prolif is pretty useless for me, but whatever, we'll take it. Oh my god, is that Mana Forged Arrows? We got one. We got one of the 3 gems we actually need. It only took, I don't know, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, whatever we're on now. But hey, I got it. I really need Mark on hit now, but at the very least, we have Mana Forged Arrow, which is good for not only my Storm Rain, but the Scourge Arrow. Hey, if you made this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I am 41% of the way to 86. I love this build. Even farming like tier 9 and tier 10 maps, I'm just so safe. I'm not getting a ton of XP per hour, but like just by not dying, the XP bar just keeps going up, which feels amazing. I don't know about my choices here. Shield Crush seems like the least likely one I will play because neither of my ascendancies work for it, and the combination of them on Scion really does nothing either. But I mean, to be fair, like this entire event so far, the entire league, my ascendancy has done basically nothing, so it's not exactly news. And going Shield Crush of the Chieftain on a Scion would be pretty funny, so I'm going to keep an eye out for a shield if I ever get one, which is a big if. Scourge Arrow, I am kind of looking forward to this. This looks really bad. This looks really dumb. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's kind of weird. I was thinking of doing like some Trinity stuff, but now that I see the gems, 60% is converted to Chaos. That's going to be kind of difficult, but who knows? Maybe we'll try some poison stuff. Maybe we'll just try some on-hit Chaos. I don't think I've ever done on-hit Chaos for a bow character. I've always done poison. It might be terrible, but it sounds really fun. Also, the quality on it seems pretty decent. I'm not really like impressed by the skill in any way. It's kind of funny looking, but I don't know. It seems questionable. Firestorm is the I was gonna say the other option, but I guess I'd say a slightly more viable option than Shield Crush. Firestorm Pelting is by far the worst Firestorm if you're not doing poison. If you're doing poison, this is awesome. This shit rocks. I was thinking it would be kind of fun to do some nonsense like cast while channeling or something. I don't know, we'll see. Again, my ascendancy doesn't really do much. On the bright side though, like maybe I could do some energy shield stuff, get some energy shield on hit, stuff like that. I don't know. It seems kind of weird, seems kind of janky, but I mean, that's right up my alley. But yeah, this is the order. Most likely to least likely. I'm almost certainly going to make a Scourge Hero character, even if by some horrible event I don't hit 90. Because I could see this working with this tree. I mean, double curse doesn't really do a lot, but the flask thing is kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be weird. Other than that, the currency is looking good. I have 15 Alks, which is insane. I have like no fusings or jewelers because I've been spending them on chance orbs to fix my tree. But now all my trees are fixed. Very happy about this. They all have immune response, which I love very much. I also switched over to Sulfite Infusion because if I'm going to go for 90, even if I'm doing low tier delving, I think it's just going to be such a boost to my XP. It's worth it. I took it on all three trees, which I have never done before. I've only ever done it on one. So it's going to be a new experience for me. I was thinking about coming up here and getting Blight spawn for better oils, but I'm not really, like, honestly, I'm doing Blight more for the XP than I am for, like, the oil itself. I still have a couple points to fix, but I mean, it's pretty much done. My third tree, I did take the chance of getting a singular scouting report because this build is basically going to be intended for someone that could farm really, really fast, but only low tier. So essentially my white tier tree, that's why it has essence on it and stuff like that. Probably take some Seance. If you don't know about Seance, if you play Ruthless, I don't really want to tell you too much about it. I just want you to play with it. Play with it for only, like, I don't know, a day or two and see how you feel. But do not take it if you are playing a really squishy character and you're trying to level up. If you're trying to get more loot, take Seance. Alright, anyway, that's all I've got for you today. I will be streaming tomorrow. Probably going to go take a nap today because my throat is killing me. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you again on Saturday and then on Monday.